Hi. All right. So, everybody, welcome back. So, this is going to be a today's topic reading for the 31st of December, 2021. Let's hope this is a good one. This rounds out the end of our year, right? So, as always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me by writing the word compassion in the comment section. That lets me know you want to be entered to win. And if you're chosen, I just do the free reading at the tail end of one of these videos. I don't have anybody ask questions or anything like that because I don't want to know anything. I just like to see randomly what comes out. So anyway, that's just how that works. So I'm going to go quiet on you for just a minute and just see if anything pops into my own head. Okay. And then we'll start the reading that way. So just a moment. Lincoln Logs. I don't know. That's what I want to say. To me, that's, if I'm thinking of the right toy, they're kind of like a different version of like Legos, like they click together. So it's putting things together that but this is almost like a puzzle together, putting things together. Like if you've ever constructed something and you have to like look at the little directions to see like how they go together, and then eventually it makes this whole little town or this little, whatever it is, going to be a car or a house or whatever. The puzzle pieces are coming together to create something. So I don't know what that means just yet, but that's all the pieces are coming together. I guess that's what I want to say with that. Okay, let's see. We got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse is we're no longer confused. And if you look, this is a card of sheer confusion. She's sitting here in the mist, floating about. She's got his head in her hands, but his head is open. And we've got like scissors and a measuring tape and just trying to sort things out. So this is like feeling confused that we missed some really important thing in life, this really important chance for two people to come together and understand each other. This feels like somebody has continuously been turning over and over in their mind, like, who was this person? I've tried to figure out how their mind works. I've tried to understand them. I've idealized that somehow if I could just understand them, this would all work. This is in the reverse. One of the puzzle pieces that's maybe fitting together is the idea that I no longer have to try to figure out how somebody's mind works. That's interesting because it's almost like the anti-puzzle pieces coming together, right? And yet that's a piece of information for one person to understand. I don't need to sort anything else out. We have the moon. If you see closely, she is walking into the darkness, but she is illuminating the darkness as she goes. She's carrying this skull with her as she goes, one step at a time, moving forward. So here's the thing. This moon has now a totally different interpretation as well. If you see, her backbone is very visible. Okay. So despite the confusion, she has carried herself well. Despite the confusion, even though she's been trying to figure something out, she's consistently, without her even knowing it, she's been walking further and further into the unknown, but illuminating the unknown one step at a time. So the puzzle pieces are coming together, I think, because somebody is understanding an individual, understanding, and I don't know that we ever understand another person entirely, right? But she's understanding a situation much, much, much better. The puzzle pieces are coming together because it's not a big mystery anymore. What is the mystery to her is what she doesn't realize is that in focusing on something that is already over, by the way, something that, because she's holding a skull, in focusing on something that's dead and gone, in focusing on something where she's really, though, looking at the bare bones of it. This is almost like hindsight. This is somebody who's already ended a chapter with someone or with a situation. And what they haven't realized is that they have learned a ton. We have the Hierophant here. I know you can't even tell this is a Hierophant, but it's a Hierophant. This is my puppy really savaged this. So this Hierophant card is like, I mean, I hate to say it this way, but it's as if maybe what we imagined was going to be a really like powerful soul connection, divinely guided, it might be realized it was divinely guided, but not in the way one thought it was supposed to have been. Somebody might have triggered an individual to learn a ton, some huge lessons, and it might have been agonizing. You might have thought, our lead character here, whoever this is, might have thought, but this has to be divine. This came into my life for a reason. This has to be a divine connection. I feel so much surrounding this. Yes, it is a divine connection, and it was intended to basically like stress us, test us, push us into growth. So this is like, we are actually still super connected to our higher self. Absolutely. We have been all along. And in fact, might, with all of the missing edges of this card, what we might not have fully appreciated until now is that some of the stuff that we were letting go of, it never really detracted from the overall connection to our higher self, because this can be a very divine card. We kind of fought some inner knowledge that we had all along, possibly. This might have been a relationship or a situation that was intended to make us trust our own intuition more. And we fought it tooth and nail and said, no, there must be more that I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. When this might be a situation where it's like, no, you understood the full situation all along. You didn't maybe fully trust that you knew all along, but you did. So now the huge gift after all of this confusion that you might have dealt with someone, the huge gift is that you understand, I did know what the situation was all along. I did know that maybe someone was not my divine counterpart. Maybe I knew all along that this was not the place to invest all my time and energy. Maybe I knew all along. With this 5 of Cups, you see how she has this little like version of herself, her higher self, that floats along in the gown that she wears, but it's like, it becomes like this ether, but it floats along with her. So while she's been sitting here sad, her higher self keeps saying, like a little angel, darling, you didn't miss out on anything. Sweetheart, you weren't supposed to give all your beautiful energy to this. We were trying to help you trust your intuition. You do know, you've known all along that this was not where you were going to invest your time and energy, because there's something more for you. This was just an exercise to get you to trust your intuition. Whatever this is whatever disappointing situation you went through, this disappointing situation, this is saying that our lead character knew all along in the back of their mind that even though there was lots of tears shed over this, lots of sorrow, all along, our lead character's higher self said, baby, this is, you know better. You know not to cry over this one. You know that you didn't miss out on anything. You met someone that you needed to meet because it was going to help you hone your ability to trust yourself. If somebody is truthful or not, if somebody is a good partner or not, you already know. You sense it, you feel it. This is so that you are embracing that gift that you have, that intuitive nature that you have, embracing that so that it will serve you really well moving forward. Because I think you're about to meet a really good one. I think that you know that there is somebody really special right up ahead. And I think that this was the last 5 of Pentacles. So sitting in some loneliness and wishing for the right one. Okay, but here's the thing. Your higher self, the universe, the divine, whatever you want to call it, does not want you saying yes to the wrong one. So they wanted you to hone your skills of discernment. And that's all this, whatever the disappointment was, whether it was a relationship with, I told you, we got a new person on the scene. We got the lovers. You got to be ready for this one, the good one. In this story, please remember, these are only stories. I do not tell you how your life is going to be, how your life was. None of that. I'm not a psychic, not a fortune teller. This is a story. So I'm talking about a lead character in our story right now. If you find something entertaining in my readings, awesome. Even better yet, if you go, let me think about that for a minute. That's some new food for thought. I hadn't contemplated a situation like that. But please remember, only you decide what your actual life will be. So my stories will not tell you anything. I'm not trying to tell you how your life is going to go. All right. So I feel like our lead character has been through hell and back. Okay, I do. But the universe was like, you got to learn to trust your instincts, because when you meet the right one, we want you to trust your instincts on that too. Because the person who might be the right one, they could have gone through hell and back too. And the two of you might meet under weird circumstances where you have to wear masks. You don't show necessarily all of your emotions. Maybe you meet in a set of circumstances where, it's kind of difficult to immediately open up. But if you intuitively are tapped into the fact that, oh, this person likes me, I know that they do, it can make you feel more confident. Trusting your instincts that this person is interested, this person, I might need to give them a little bit of encouragement and let them know I'm approachable so that we don't miss each other. I feel like there's a beautiful connection coming up, and we don't want to miss that beautiful connection because of fear, anxieties, worries. It's like, so he has a vest that's made out of the house of cards. She, meanwhile, has like these, it's almost like goddesses, statues of goddesses down here with the moon above each one of them. Like, she has lots of, I'm going to say that whoever you're about to meet, whoever our lead character is about to meet, has our lead character has a ton of like divine energy that's been guiding them, that they're very tapped into, very tuned into, which might be why they have more capacity to open up a little faster than this other individual who their chest is a house of cards. They are fragile. Both of these individuals may meet and they don't quite know how to express that I'm interested. And if we don't have one person take the lead in being a little bit more bold, obviously our feminine is in red. That looks like the leadership color, right? And this could be hard to do, especially if you're saying, well, I'm the one who's been through the ringer. I had somebody that confused me. I had somebody that I didn't understand why things happened the way they did. Okay, but in this reading, it says things happened the way they did so that you could learn to trust your intuition. You already knew, our lead character already knew deep down that a situation wasn't the one that they should be investing in, that a situation, their precious energy shouldn't have been given to that situation. And that was a big, huge, like, tough thing to deal with, but there it is. But this is all preparing. Our lead character wants somebody. Our lead character is wanting to meet the right one. But in the circumstances of meeting the right one, it could be delicate. It could be a situation where it's going to require all of the intuitive energy to be tuned in, tapped on, so that you can actually identify, I think this person is a really great person. If they are, we're all fragile. That's the truth of it. We're all fragile. But to be able to trust one's instincts about whether or not you want to talk to somebody, so that at least you make eye contact with them. This person might not have a super, like, let me put it this way. It's not like this person's going to be apathetic, but if they don't have like the quippy little lines and they don't come on in and say something, hey, I lost my phone number, can I borrow yours? This is not that kind of a character, right? This is somebody where, especially because their chest is a house of cards, it's like they probably are more maybe quiet. They might be more sincere. And so you really want to give this person attention, to listen to them, hear them out, make that eye contact, see who this person is revealing themselves to be, because this person may not come swaggering in. You might have had somebody who swaggered in the past, who sold you a line, who, whatever it was that this lead character went through that was so difficult, that confused the heck out of them. They're done being confused. But I do think that it must have been someone who like really confused our lead character, because maybe this person came in and they said all the right things and then they did the exact opposite. You know, they were wooing, they were, you know, attractive, they were a flirt, they were all this, they, you know, made somebody feel like, oh, I'm the only one, only to discover that this person just kind of poof disappears. And it's like, how does that happen? Well, intuitively, somehow all along, our lead character has known that person had their own issues, or that person was maybe just a flirt or whatever it was. Our lead character knows this, and this has been a moment for them to understand they lost out on nothing. There was no loss here. That person that was selfish, that person that was confusing, whoever that was, that's not the one to cry over. But is it right to say, but I want someone? Well, sure. But now here comes someone. And so our lead character has to be ready for this, ready to, you know, we don't want to say that we want someone and then be super blocked off. This is similar to the story that we had yesterday, only this is, we're moving forward right now. We've got this new person on the scene, which I think is crazy that I'm like, I think someone's coming. 10 of Pentacles. Heck yeah. Something successful. We have Queen of Wands in the upright, and then we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is certain. This is beautiful. This is somebody who will make you feel like $1,000,000. This is somebody who, if you give them, this is a high quality person, and if you give them your time, they will give you all of theirs. This is two people coming together in beautiful harmony. This is exactly the kind of relationship that you thought maybe you were supposed to have had with that previous person, and it didn't happen, and it was such a confused mess as to why that happened. But all of it was, this has got you revved up and ready and feeling confident enough now in your own ability to, like, intuitively pay attention to the right people, give the right people your attention, because there's someone here who seems to be very high value. This is like a very intent. If you look closely, it's even like she's leaning in to like really listen to what somebody has to say. This person is probably not super forceful, but if you talk to them and listen to their words, you know, this could be the person where at first you're just like, oh, I don't know, they were just, you know, an average person. And then as you look at them closer, you go, oh my God, their eyes are gorgeous. Oh my God, I never noticed that they have these flecks of green and they have, you know, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden this person, like, you look at them, and if you give them enough time to really look closely at them, you start to see, oh my God, this person is amazing. This person is the real deal. This, how could I have even ever been thinking about the playboy, playgirl that, you know, kind of messed with my mind a little bit? Who cares about somebody who can come up with and saddle up to you with a stupid line? I got somebody real standing here in front of me, somebody who's, they don't talk a whole ton unless it's a serious conversation. They don't say empty sentences that they don't mean. There's somebody that you invest in, you get to know them. And so you want to be attuned to that. You want to be ready to recognize the difference between the playgirl, playboy versus this kind of person who is real, but they're not going to hunt you down and force you to, you know, like, they're not going to do the rom-com pursuit. And this isn't a drama. This is real. Drama is what maybe our lead character knew in the past. What we have now is something very serious, very secure, and it makes you feel so attractive and so desirable, but in a sincere way, not an anxiety instilling way. This is the one that's for real. This Two of Wands in the reverse says, I'm not living in a parallel universe of confusion anymore. Like, I think that whoever this lead character dealt with in the past, both of these cards just have such an air of like, I don't have anything to hang my hat on. I don't even know who the person was that I dealt with. They confused the heck out of me. I feel like they lived a double life, whatever that was. Oh no, there's none of that. This person, you know darn well, whoever this person is, they don't have a double life, because who they show themselves to be is the real them. Even right down to that fragility of the House of Cards. What that really just means is that this person isn't, they're not putting up a huge front. They're not trying to say, well, I can't fall in love with somebody. I just, you know, they're not here to mess with somebody's heart and then say, but I can't open up to you. This is not that situation. This is the one where two people lay all their cards on the table. Two people invest in each other. This feels so good. This feels so, you still also are respected as an individual while being completely invested in a partnership. This is beautiful. There's not any question mark about someone having a double life. There's not any question mark about, okay, but what if my ex came back? Would I dump this amazing person for them? No, no, no. We don't do that. When you find somebody amazing, no, you do not let go of an amazing person. This is, I feel like the thing with the ex is over, and I feel like that is what all the puzzle pieces are coming together to show. The whole thing makes more sense. The whole thing flows. The whole thing is like, this is when we're really ready for the right person. It's funny how we got to first make sure that we've said goodbye to the wrong person, truly said goodbye. We're not wondering anymore about the wrong person. We're now just welcoming in the right person. So anyway, I'm going to end that there. I loved this reading actually for the end of the year. Talk about like, shake it off, let go of whatever the past energy is. Obviously, this is not everybody's story. There's not going to be something in here for everybody. That is A-okay. Just release it. You know, it doesn't need to be your story. Just click off, let it go. Don't ever let stories get in your head or make you upset, right? This is just entertainment. So please always have fun. And if you're not having fun, just exit stage left. If anything stresses you out, stop watching for a while, you know, go out and live life instead of listen to stories, right? Make your own story. But whatever it is for you, I support you guys. You know, I wish only the best for absolutely everybody out there. So lots of love to all of you. Bye.